Hello and welcome to Man Cave Media. On this channel I like to talk about beer, sneakers, tech, and toys. If you're new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. Also, please connect with me on social media. I'm on Instagram at media.mancave and on Facebook and Twitter at mancavemediaorg. And finally, if you enjoy listening to podcasts, please check out the League of Sedentary Gentlemen. We're available wherever you get your podcast or direct from our website at man-cave-media.org. All right, I decided to go wire-free with my Apple CarPlay. Let's check it out. All right, what I have for review today is the Ottocast U2-X Pro. And this will give you wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. So before you get too invested in this video, a little disclaimer. In order for this to work, the radio that's already in your car has to have CarPlay or Android Auto capabilities. This will not provide that. So if you don't already have it wired, if you don't already have those features, then this is not going to do anything for you. You have to upgrade the head unit in your car first. So all this does is takes your wired Android Auto or Apple CarPlay connection and make it wireless. So that's what we're going to be reviewing today. The reason for this, my primary phone is an iPhone 13, and I don't know how many, I don't know if this is a common problem, but my lightning port gets clogged up frequently with like pocket lint and stuff like that, and I'm constantly having to clean it out. So what happens is I don't notice it right away because I charge it wirelessly at home and at work for that matter, and so I don't notice it sometimes until I'm already in my truck and I'm driving, and if I just bump the cable that it's plugged into, it'll disconnect. And if I have a map on or something like that, it's all gone. I gotta fiddle with it, which is dangerous. And so after I clean out the port, it's fine. So it's just that lightning port. It's very prone to getting clogged up. And so I thought another issue too that I had, sorry while I'm talking about that, is cables failing. I've gone through countless cables. I've tried different types, different brands, and with the heat here in Southern California during the summertime, they last about a year and that's it. They die frequently. I currently have a chubby cable. I don't know if you ever heard of them. I gave them a try because the ends on that cable are easily removable. So I figured if it ever gave me trouble, I could just take the end off, trim the cable back, and then reconnect the end and see if that would work for longevity. But that doesn't solve the lightning port clogging issue. And so that led me to this. I did some searching around on the internet and on YouTube. Part of the problem with wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto for that matter is the market is pretty saturated. Endless amount of options. So I wanted to try to find one that would best suit my needs and was reliable and had good reviews. And so that led me to Ottocast. Ottocast make several different products. I went with this particular one because while my personal phone is an iPhone 13, I also have a Red Magic 8 Pro for my work phone, which is an Android device. And since I have the option of either or, and the radio in my truck supports Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, I decided I would go with the one that had both as a wireless option. So if something's going wrong with my iPhone for whatever reason and it's not working, I can swap over to Android, or just for R&D for that matter. I used to daily drive an Android phone. I'm a big Pixel fan, and it was compatibility with Android Auto that actually led me to try an iPhone, because Android Auto wasn't working that well in my truck with the Pixel. And so, but anyways, so it would be good for R&D because I would like to go back to Pixel someday. iPhone is fine. I like it. It serves my needs, but I'm an Android user at heart. So one day I would like to go back. So this would be good for R&D. But anyhow, let's talk about some specifications here. So on their website, under main features, it says great for multiple users. It allows you to easily switch between phones, which that was another thing that I liked because, again, I have both, Android and iPhone. So I like that fast user switch capability. No more cords, blah, blah, blah. Plug and play installation. Automatically connect when you get in the car. So it does have auto connect features, which is great. All factory CarPlay features are preserved, quick response, smooth wireless function, and support online software update. So for this to work properly, you need at least iOS 10 or Android 11. And it is for cars with built-in wired CarPlay from 2016 to 2022. And it is also not available for BMW. I'm not sure why, but they just state that on their website. If you have a BMW, sorry, this is not for you. And there's also a listed issue here with a car manufacturer that I don't recognize. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but make sure you check with that on the website. This does have a smart button to disconnect the wireless. So you click once to disconnect and press and hold 3 seconds to enter for online update. So that's pretty cool. On their website, they list all of the devices, all of the phones that this is compatible with, Android and iPhone. And they claim 98% compatibility with all cars that have wired CarPlay or Android Auto. So good chance it's going to work with your vehicle. Again, if you don't have a BMW, that is. So not much on their website about technical specs as far as like the hardware that's involved. We have an ARM A7 processor, but it doesn't say like system memory or anything like that. 5 gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz dual band Wi-Fi. And yeah, that's it. That's it for the specifications. So all right, let's go ahead and get this guy out of the box and connect it in my truck and see how it works, shall we? They don't mention anywhere on the website that this comes with a USB cable, so I'm having a feeling I'm gonna have to provide my own, but we'll see in a moment, I guess. Alright, on the top, oh, right front and center straight away, there is the device. So it's pretty compact, pretty light. There's the smart button that they mention on their website. Ooh, appeal. Oh, that was kind of not satisfying. Alright, looks like you got some side ventilation here. And the USB port, it is USB-A. Oh, it has both. So I think the USB-A is for when you're doing updates, and then USB-C is for connectivity, but I'll confirm that in a moment. So let's set that aside. What else we got in here? We have a user manual. A couple different languages, it looks like. What do we have in here? All right, they gave me a cable. Thank you. So you do not have to provide your own cable. They do give you an A to C cable and a C to C cable. So I wonder, you probably have the option of using either port for connectivity, which is cool. So it's cool that they provide both, because my truck is a 2017, so I don't have any USB-C ports in there. It's a USB-A, so I'll have to use this guy. Which I do have a couple of these floating around, but it's nice that I don't have to try to dig one out. I appreciate that they gave me a cable. Which the way the companies operate nowadays, it is hit and miss. Alright, the cables they provide are nice and short, so it will help with cleanliness. With the location of my USB ports, this is still pretty long for what I'm going to need, but it's fine. It'll still make it look nice and clean. But anyhow, that being said, let's go ahead and run outside and get this installed in my truck, and we'll see how it works. Alright, so here's where I'm going to place the Ottocast. I'm going to unplug my chubby cable. Excuse the mess. It's So this is what I meant by, even though it's a short cable, it's still longer than I need, but it's fine. Right. And forgive me, I accidentally hit the slow-mo. Whoops. This is not supposed to be like sexy B-roll or anything. My bad. Super slow agree. Alright, and then you connect the device to your Bluetooth, which was fairly straightforward. If you've done it once, you've done it a million times. Again, I apologize for the slow-mo. And it's going to ask you to make sure that this number matches, standard Bluetooth stuff. And then you have to allow it to let your favorites sync, contacts and favorites. It asks you the same question when you connect it to your car, so standard stuff. And then on the first attempt, it actually failed. And so after a quick search around, I figured out it needed an update. So I contacted their customer service, and after a quick chat, they told me what to do. So I took it back into my office, and when you connect it up to your phone, you're able to do the update, and it's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. The interface itself for the update, it tells you, it gives you an indicator for status. And I just have it plugged into a power source. Works just fine. After the update, I didn't have any issues. Alright, so after doing the firmware update and getting it all set up, it works really well. I've been using it for about a month now, and it's really good. I'm going to show you right now how quickly it boots up from cold. So there's the Ottocast right there. Something I want to note with my truck, once you unlock it and open the door, it does provide power to the radio. I don't know if that increases the boot time or not. Maybe not. I think most modern cars do anyway, so shouldn't really matter. But anyhow, so I want to just make sure that you guys see Ottocast plugged in there. Here's my phone. No cables. The radio comes up. And it launches CarPlay. Actually, it's connected to the Ottocast right now, and it's connecting to my phone. Said that prematurely. There we go. It's up. So that's pretty fast. I'm fairly happy with it. It's really the interface. Oops. Apologies for that. The interface itself is pretty snappy. Really good. Now on the device itself, it has a quick disconnect to disconnect from the phone, but I find that just turning off the Bluetooth on my phone works just fine. And then it should go back to the interface for the Ottocast, if I'm not mistaken. It doesn't seem to want to do that. Huh, it's still, alright, hold on. That was very strange. There we go. So it's disconnected now. I did have to hit the button. There's a button on the Ottocast next to the USB port. If you press that button, it will disconnect. There we go. So now let's add my Android phone. First, let's connect to the Ottocast. All right, threw in the Wi-Fi password and connecting it to Bluetooth. Now it's popping up with my Red Magic Android phone. Welcome to Android Auto. Continue. And boom, there we go. So now, let's see how it reacts from a dead stop. I say dead stop, but everything off. Let me turn the Bluetooth back on my iPhone really quick here. And let's see, I haven't had them both connected at the same time before, so let's see. What does it look like at first startup? Does it give you an option or do you have to hit that button? I'm curious. All right, it gives you the option, so that's cool. Oh, it automatically went to Red Magic. No, back. There we go. All right, so it does give you the option. I guess it defaults back to the one that it was on previously. So you got to be quick about it if you don't want it to go. Like if you want it to go to a specific phone. So like if it's a situation where you're sharing this with a spouse, it looks like it's going to default back to the one it was connected to last. So, and it looks like when you do it this way, it takes a lot longer. My phone's showing that it's on CarPlay, or it was. Maybe I should turn off the Bluetooth on my work phone. Let's try that. Let's go back. Oh, seems to be not happy. That's not good. Let's start over. My phone was showing that it was on CarPlay. No, it's still stuck. So do a hard reset here. Started up the truck here really quick. See if that makes a difference. Maybe it didn't like the amount of power it was getting. Alright, Brian's iPhone, let's see. Oh, there we go. Alright, so now it's working again. Yeah, I'm not sure what was going on. That was not a smooth transition anyway. But it does work. Alright, so as you saw, it works really well. It freaked out a little bit switching in between Android and Apple CarPlay. I've been using it for about a month now exclusively with Apple CarPlay, and I've been really busy the last couple weeks, so I haven't had time to really mess around with switching it to Android Auto until today. So that was the first time I had done it, so you guys got to witness that. And it went pretty smoothly, no problem at all. Like I said, just switching between the devices after the fact seemed to freak it out a little bit, and I had to do a hard reset. That could be because, you know, for my truck, it provides power to the radio even after you turn off and remove the key. So maybe it just freaked out because it hadn't power cycled. Because as soon as I did a hard reset where I unplugged it from the USB, it worked fine after that. So I'm guessing that's what it was. But anyhow, the interface is really snappy. I haven't had any issues with it over this past month. After that initial startup where it needed the update, it's been smooth sailing since then. Haven't had any issues with it whatsoever, and I'm very happy with my purchase. All right, that's all I have for this one. Thank you again for stopping by. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed this video and help feed that algorithm. I hope you have a great afternoon, and like always, thank you for watching.